Yagami slowing it down, but gets counter hit. Natural combo as well. Blocks the kip up. Electric! The exact electric he needed. Heat dash. He's going to burn as much Peter as possible. The up back one missed. It dodged the skyrocket, but also didn't touch him. Down forward two. Edge's ability to find the counter hit down forward two. Backdashing and ducking. Power crush through the string. He traded. No, the 1-down-3 again. Ah! It's like the last interaction. She's flying at him. Block. Down 3, no reaction while standing 4. EyeMusician misses the low reaction, gets kicked in the feet, and she claws herself back into the game. Now, everybody asks, and since we're back on the main channel for Top 24 and Top 8 coverage, welcome everybody, by the way. You might be wondering, what is that on top of Ulsan's arcade stick? The arcade stick shroud is to hide information. Ever since Pakistan came on the scene, it became a real issue with hand watching. Now, some people say, how do you watch the hands while you're playing? Some people say, isn't that cheating? It's none of the above. You obviously look at the screen, but subtle things about how the opponent's hands are moving can give you intel. If you're fighting a king player who does this all of a sudden, probably a giant swing. If they don't do that, it's probably a shining wizard that helps you break that throw. If you're fighting a Brian player, this tells you that a big hatchet kick is probably coming. So now we have Tibetano's Asuka versus Ulsan's Lars. Despite the recent nerf to his down forward 1, the poke is now -3 on block instead of -1. That string is still unsafe. Ulsan is still enjoying playing Lars. Defending during the heat state of Asuka, down back 2-1. Ulsan, even though he plays very high tempo and in your face, is actually a pretty conservative player. He prefers to not take too many risks. This kind of stance mix-up is actually pretty safe against Asuka because the parries are not often a factor against the frame-tight offense that Lars has once he's in stance. Nice block and launch. Down 1+2 is right on the fringe of reactable. The top players in the world are very consistent at it, even though the PlayStation 5 is known to be a bit laggier. It is the first match of the day. PS5 is probably not too hot. That block was insane. He didn't even need to do it either. Like, it killed the other guy. He would have been fine not blocking it. Okay. Now in this situation, he just that was rough. Next round. A lot of people have asked me as well, why is Asuka so frustrating for people, or why are people often complaining about Asuka? Beautiful sidestep arc blast. Big one is she is historically a defensive character. Yeah! She's historically a defensive character, and the weakness in that type of archetype is that she can't really hit you, right? She doesn't have strong mix-ups. She doesn't have strong plus frames or things like that. They decided to change that. They decided that the weakness is something that should be fixed, while she also retains a lot of her defensive ability. Arc Blast in the open wasn't a whiff punish, was just a counter hit. Obviously would have launched a normal hit as well. Heat burst, jab. Oh, here it is again. See, yeah! Not enough to kill, surprisingly, and a heat smash. 50-50 at the end there. Choosing the heat smash gives him another mix-up after. Pretty straightforward. Nice little, not a checkmate situation, but pretty ugly for Tibetano. Down forward 1-3. Going for the mid-extension again. Tibetano is patient and punishes. Punch parry, giving him wall advantage and the Naniwa Gusto buff. An accidental jump gets 1-2 floated. A fortunate accident by Ulsan. I don't know what it is, but this whole CEO, we've seen tons of neutral or forward jump inputs. Rage Art, probably an attempt to whiff punish, but he can just stay completely safe on whiff. Heat smashes, that heat smash in that situation, let me not overgeneralize. Pretty safe on whiff. So, at least in that kind of circumstance where you're still waking up. Ulsan does play extremely clean. He plays extremely clean, but in his own way. He's very high tempo. He wants to make you act. He dashes in your face. He throws out the pokes. He does dash duck, dash duck. He wants to get you to act, but he doesn't actually commit to a lot of unsafe decisions. It's a fascinating way to play. A lot of fast players you think of are high risk, high reward. Ulsan is a fast but safe player. Look, dash block. The down forward 2 didn't connect. but he's staying up close where all your threats are active. Tekken is a game of attack ranges and what threats change with different ranges. By staying up close, everything is on the table. From the quickest jab to a random arc blast. And Lars having such a good single backdash gives him the ability to still whiff punish when playing that up close. Heat burst. Tibetano does not have a lot of health here. Heat smash. Time to guess. He doesn't go into stance, just as the raw back four. Now Lars gets that animation even if it doesn't counter hit. And Ulsan insists again on down forward 1-3. The mid. The reason why it's working is because Lars has a high extension threat. Sidestep arc blast again. And if he goes for the high, he can either go into stance or play a wall splat mid. So there is a string mix-up game there. You know, very characteristic for Tekken 8. 1-2 jab gets evaded by down 1+2. Running 1+2. Ulsan just does a small sidestep block, keeps it really tight. Back one, nice little counter hit, pushback, or knockdown in this. It used to give a guaranteed follow-up, but in the open now, just a knockdown. Arc blast on the timing, he was correct, but was outside of the range Tibetano wanted to attack from. Both of them had the same idea. Can counter hit launching low. Great spacing from Tibetano to make sure that the arc blast did not kill him. Because they both did the same thing. They did the launching mid. Okay, now a bit more space being created. Ulsan changing it up. Tibetano still running up close. Nice block in the low. Forward dashing. Full crouch low this time. Nice block on the Sen too. It's not the biggest risk to Lars if you block his low, because it's not that dangerous on block. It's only -12. Kip up. Down back 2-1 float. He's finding Tibetano in the air, even though he's just putting out these pokes as kind of like a stop moving forward or make sure you're blocking. Oh my goodness, you got it. See, yeah! I didn't expect that. A lot of Lars players have not been going for that extension on stream. I didn't expect him to find the low wall splat. Okay. Ducking the high punch parry. So unbelievably sharp. You never see Lars players really pilot their character this way. He's not leaning into the stance mix unless he feels that he has the advantage and the opponent is in the mood to block, right? Or if he needs to make up like a deficit. In this case specifically, he's really just staying right there. Oh, another reaction to the down 1+2. He hit the wall already. The combo has to be adjusted. He found it. Yeah! I'm not going to last through the rest of the top 8 if he keeps doing that. 1-1-1. Again, it didn't hit because he didn't get a clean wall splat. Ulsan, very excited because I believe with that win, he qualifies immediately, for top 8. Immediate qualification for top 8. With clean reactions, clean sidestep arc blasts, some cool counter hit timing callouts. Very well played. Current reigning champion of the Esports World Cup. It is not surprising to see him playing so well. Why are Koreans using the Kokoma cover? It's not the Kokoma cover. It's been a Korean strat since late Tekken 7, when they figured out that Pakistan was hand watching, and now it's something they just want to get used to playing on all the time. And Arslan also cross trains. He, since back then, has been training to be able to fight without hand watching, because some stream setups are head to head instead of side by side. So the meta is evolving both ways. Pakistan learning to adjust to a world where people are hiding their hands and still playing really well. It's cool to see these kinds of strats play out, and it's impressive to me how they're able to play such good Tekken while doing things like that. Edge on the Hwoarang, Arslan on the Nina. Edge is one of my favorite players to watch in Tekken 8. I consider this game still in need of repair, but depending on the player and the matchup, you can see some really cool Tekken. And nice, he was off axis and just ripped the whiff punish for the heat burst right away. Depending on the matchup, you can still get a lot of really exciting, not just matches, but the Tekken interactions themselves. And for how much of a menace Hwoarang is in the low ranks and the intermediate ranks, at the top level where players understand how to counter his stances and his all of his options and how to play that rock paper scissors, it creates a really fast dynamic game. And it's pretty sweet. Kick parry here, tap the face, down 2 into bad breath, nice reaction duck. The down forward 1-3, back 1. That's a classic. Are you serious? That had to have been a misinput, right? Run up, down 3+4, the new homing low. There it is. He clarifies immediately that he was looking to do the new homing low. Unblockable is down back 3+4. The new low is down 3+4. Clean sidestep of his own. Back 3 tornado once he's at the wall. Heat dash, keeping the combo as stable as possible. Good stuff.
Did you know he had 2 swords? 2 plasma blades.
Okay, 1-2, forward 3. Backdashing while Arslan drives the poking game, and the first down back 3 is blocked. First down back 3 that I saw. And look at this lead. All grounded hits, no gray health. 15 seconds, and he has taken 70%. All permanent. Nina gets into heat, but there's no healing to be had. While standing 4-4, mashing out of the disadvantage from down back 3. Power crush. Safe because it absorbed. Oh. Counter hit slide. Big wall carry. Step on him. Side roll away from the wall. Try to create a better position. He has the HP to afford the hits on the ground. Heat smash. Pushing him towards the now breakable wall. Not breakable on 1 hit, but 2 hits. Counter hit. Wipe the floor underneath the flamingo jab. Nice cleanup by Arslan. What's up, Ninja Killer? Good effort yesterday. It was cool watching you play, man. Flamingo forward 3. Left flamingo. Should clarify. There are 2 different ones. Up back 1, sneaking away from the flamingo pressure. Now a sidestep down forward 3+4, back 3. Down 3+4. The string from right stance, finishing into back turn. Now, key information here. Pakistan is not the best against Hwoarang, right? Obviously, they train, they study, and they're going to do a lot of homework. But I don't think they have an abundance of Hwoarang players in Pakistan. And Arslan Ash specifically is someone who heavily leans into combat experience over theory crafting or really deep branching labbing, right? This hell sweep is knocking him towards the wall. 2-2. Heat smash, whiffing the first hit, clipping him with the second hit. Big fan of that strategy. You catch somebody trying to move, you catch them trying to whiff punish in a high tension situation, you can get them. Now, obviously, that loses to something like Rage Art if they're really on point, but that was a good look from Edge. He had so much HP to work with and closed it out. So yeah, Hwoarang, known threat to most Pakistani players, and Edge's playstyle specifically with how flexible he is and how he really attacks what the opponent is doing on the screen in front of him. He is kind of the Pakistan Slayer, in my opinion. Since the Tekken World Tour Finals last year in the LCQ, we've seen him dominate. Obviously, he's not unbeatable, but watching how he chooses to attack the opponent's habits is so cool. It's such good Tekken. Nina down jabs under the flamingo jab. Guns create a bit of pushback. Blocking another low. You can't hit this man low, it seems like. Obviously, he takes a few, but no momentum able to be started. Edge fishing for the counter hit 2 jab. Arslan, a strong reactor himself, blocks the hell sweep low. I don't even think that's reactable, but Arslan has a way of making the right calls the closer he is to losing. Tons of sidestep, mid poke pressure into the lows. Edge fighting his way out, and a clean duck in the down back 4-4. Edge fishing for a counter hit that could have possibly closed it out. Arslan staying defensively sharp while he's running this poke offense. And that's what makes these players so cool to me. On top of many other things, the way they continue to attack. Up back 1, a new option from Arslan. I have not seen that. Great evasive choice. They're able to juggle super tight offense, super unpredictable offense, and still defend. But the new stuff. Right flamingo 4-3. Huge damage. 4-4-3 hitting grounded. You have to get up. Plus frames again. Plus frames again. Heat dash. Nina doesn't get to use the rest of her heat gauge. Edge. Strange inputs here and gets counter hit by the 3rd hit high counter hit launcher. She does have a mid counter hit launcher as well. Spring kick.
gonna be able to get the kill though.
Not what I expected, and that hurts. Down 2 blocked. The extension doesn't come out. Gets hit in rage arts, and he kills with the damage reduction of, I almost said casting rage art. He survives with a magic 2 pixels. I think that down forward 1 would have killed if he didn't rage art, if he got counter hit doing anything else. Wonderful play. Staying ducking for the second hit this time. Last time he punished right away on one of Nina's 2-hit strings. This time he stays patient. Arslan loses the punish mix and gets launched for it. Blonde bomb, get off of me, but sidestep right around the down forward 1-2 into a plasma blade. That's what I mean. This is some good Tekken. Forward 4-3 spike. Running the new stuff again and a rage art of his own. Good stuff. He had a lot of gray health here. It was actually pretty important that he takes advantage of it. This gives him a free heat burst activation. Whenever he pokes under the effective heat, he's going to be healing more too. But he goes for offense right away. And the rear! What happened there? He did forward 4. But maybe he wasn't prepared for how close they were together. And she jumped over and got hit in the back. Nice try. Whiff punish attempt with a back 3. Block punished by Arslan. Haircut nerf, you guys are evil. You guys are so evil. Sidestep 1s, down forward 1s. Edge gets floated out of right stance, down forward 1. Or down forward 3, sorry. Running tackle. More pressure. Not a lot of HP to work with. Edge gets sidestepped cleanly, and Arslan not deterred at all by getting robbed in the earlier round. These competitors always move to the next play immediately, and now we have a final round situation again. But these aren't the type of players who will show fear. It's always to the next play. And the plays come fast. They play poking characters. They have counter hit threats. They have string extension threats. They have mix-ups out of stance. None of these guys are going to slow down. And Arslan looking to run away with this one. He's been barely touched. Edge's heat is running out. He tries the heat smash, gets jabbed out of it. Down, sidestep 1. Not down forward 1. Sidestep 1, killing him. All right. Coach Jeondding. Team Vitality's Jeondding. Crossing team lines to T1's Edge to support his Korean countrymen. What's up, Emil? Thank you so much for the 61 months. These characters are pretty good. Tiers are definitely up in the air right now because of the Season 2 update, but these characters are undoubtedly strong. Arslan running dash down forward 1s. Now that he's kind of verified that Edge isn't playing the sidestep right duck game, he rips the rest of the down forward 1-2. Nice block on the sidestep 4. Nobody really having a huge edge this match, but a counter hit 2 jab putting him in the lead for sure. Does he save the wall? He has to. The combo is not optimized for that specific spacing. Forward 3 to close him out. I didn't even realize what I did. Counter hit 1 jab, DF4. Okay, spacing out a little bit. Edge obviously wanting to get away from the breakable wall. And look at that, he's slowly maneuvered himself with just straight up sidestep blocking, but now his back is to the actual wall. These get up kick options from Edge, the toe kick, the spring kick earlier, big liability. Okay, down jab underneath the flamingo jabs, allowing Arslan to start his own pressure, wipe the floor. QCF2 and a down 2, tying it up. No signs of dominance either way. Both players constantly adapting. Peacekeeper with punishing the down forward 2 hell sweep wall splats. This is a huge opportunity. Dash back 3. Next wall 2. Unable to continue the combo. Goes for the counter hit attempt. Arslan doesn't rip the wall splat. Interrupting. Did not believe that he would finish the back 2-2-2. Backdash the spring kick. It's Spring Kick City in Orlando. Oh my goodness, what is happening? They're looking so solid, but they're betraying the fear and the nerves with these spring kick sidestep down forward 2. It's looking so ugly. Hiya! Flamingo forward 3. He's still in there with the stance. Unsafe string. Arslan gets a little bit of a punish. QCF2, catching Edge either micro ducking or backdashing. He's spacing away. He doesn't need to rush it. He can let the heat gauge run out. Ducking a little too late in the ball standing 3. Now his back's actually to the wall. Wipe the floor out of the crouch. DF1, heat smash. Edge survived the onslaught. Not a lot of HP to work with, though. Attempted orbital, gets anti-aired. Low, mid, low parries the killing low. Arslan trying to get to the next round a little earlier than perhaps he should have. Edge looking for a counter hit, but the next down 4 kills, and we're in a final round situation to advance the top 8 on the winner's side. Neither player will be eliminated, but the winner's side is a colossal advantage. Less matches to play. Very, very close. An incredible sidestep on the down back 3 from Crouch. Edge mashing his way out of there. Heat dash. He's going to burn as much Peter as possible. The up back 1 missed. He dodged the skyrocket, but also didn't touch him. Down forward 2. Edge's ability to find the counter at down forward 2. Can't get to the wall. Just frame flying eagle. Running 3. Completely whiffed in a different area code. Arslan Edge now down forward 2. Whiff punishing. No heat. This is a Tekken 6 round with a lot of Tekken 8 plus frames and coverage. And Rage Art. While standing 4-4. This is insane. Arslan might run the lows for the rest of the game. Down forward 1 counter hit. And it all came down to an insane whiffed running 3. The composure on both sides. Hugging it out. Edge smiling. It was good Tekken. It was a crazy loss, but it was good Tekken. They really betrayed the amount of intensity and nerves in that match with the get-up kicks and with those whiffs. It was looking really tight. Play by play, poke by poke, movement by movement. It was so cool. Arslan does the most insane spring kick I've ever seen. Gets blown up, gets counter hit launched by Edge, and then Edge whiffs a running 3. I'm speechless. The running 3 was fine. He just miscalculated the spacing, and this is what tournaments are like. Offline tournaments, you're not going to see the cleanest play. That play was really clean too, in a lot of ways, but you're not going to see the cleanest play all the time. You're going to see who shows up that day, you know? That's what makes these tournaments so cool. The way Arslan got his early low pokes blocked and still insisted on them to close out at the end. Chikurin eliminates King Ray Jr. 2-1. Kwis eliminates Joey Fury 2-1. EU gets that one, I guess. CBM eliminates Book. Ao eliminates Dr. the Jake Man MD. Barzine eliminates Khan. And we're waiting to see Rangchu versus Mo-Il, Shadow versus Hendo, EyeMusician versus Cuddle Core, as well as the winner's side, Jeondding versus Yagami, and Lowhigh versus Atif. Jeondding versus Yagami right now. Yagami has been in amazing form. Amazing form this tournament. He feels so clean, he feels sharp, he feels fast and confident. Yagami, a fan favorite for playing Reina, really pioneering Reina, the premier Reina of the world. If you missed his match at the Esports World Cup, I recommend checking out the FDX video on it. The video I did called like This is Reina or something. The performance he put on in that tournament is unbelievable. Alright, here we go. While Yagami is the premier Reina, Jeondding is the premier Eddy across multiple Tekkens. Forward 2, Sentai 3. And here we go. Generic down 4. Down jab to regain his turn. Big whiff. Not too prepared for that whiff punish. It is quite alarming the amount of whiffing happening at top 24 already. Being sharp on those whiff punishes is going to be crucial, apparently. Obviously, whiff punishing is always important, but I'm kind of blown away by how many we've seen already. Heat smash, push into the wall. Neither player in a really dangerous spot. Yagami having more gray health to recover, but not a lot of rush or urgency. Well, now there is low into the low. No heat engage available, so the Jewel Snatcher only gives him a little bit of health left. We're down We're down the last 20 seconds. Down 15 seconds. First round of Jeondding. Back to... A lot of Reina players complain about her tracking, but Yagami gives the answer in his gameplay. Back 2, even if it doesn't do a lot of damage, even if it doesn't give super high reward on counter hit or anything, the fact that it stops the opponent from sidestepping re-exposes them to your forward 2, your electric, your evasive gameplay. It's really an important move to use, not just for, you know, the fact you're hitting them, but oh my goodness, electric got evaded, but for the fact that you're stopping them from doing the thing that's countering your other moves.
Wow, Jeondding.
But Jeondding, 2 quick rounds. Jeondding is a Reina player himself. And has also played against Ulsan's Reina, I can imagine. Power Crush. Uh-oh. I think that's the new string. Up forward 1-4. Available from crouch with the up forward input. Sweep again. The second hit didn't have to connect there. It wasn't a knockdown. But Yagami let go of the back button. And is now at the wall. And he might die here. Last pixel. Blocking the string. Great discipline. There's a low into a mid. You have to intentionally block both hits. Jeondding, on the other hand, not disciplined. Trying to act and eating the down 2-1+2, which is like a check for doing anything after a heat engage. The life bars are equal. Rage on the table. Third strike parry, but Yagami misses the crouch cancel 1-1-2. Misses the 1-1-2. Uncharacteristic mistake. We saw Yagami nail that multiple times in literally yesterday. Call it nerves, call it not being warm. Everybody's jet lagged, everybody's traveling. You're in Florida of all places. These are the least optimal conditions for international players. You put them deep in Florida and tell them to play Tekken.
But also the fact that this is the beginning of the game is crazy.
But you can't dwell on that. You can't dwell on the fact that the PS5 is melting in front of you and might be destroying your controller as we speak, while also delaying your inputs by 5 frames. You have to get in there and beat up the other dude. And Jeondding is understanding the assignment. Half HP, 17 seconds. Sidestep left. Okay, Yagami getting something started. Doesn't go to stance, but finds the War God kick. Taking advantage of Jeondding's activity on Wake Up. Strong aerial tailspin, War God kick again, Hell sweep, and now his back is near the exploding wall, but I think this combo is going to push towards the safe wall. Much to his fortune, Jeondding could not tell where the wall was. Plays the Wake Up situation, no wall splat again. 4 rounds straight? 4 rounds? Okay, beautiful block. Unbreakable throw, there's no wall at play, so the damage isn't crazy. But again, the stance mix-up, you have to represent the other options. Sidestep electric, but Eddy was in crouch. But the flash punch float. Hugely in Yagami's favor. He gives up the Okazemi and instead catches the side roll. Sidestep left, duck, heat burst. Right, Yagami poking now, staying up close. No longer trying to... Well, I was going to say no longer backing up, but playing that game. Tries the 2-hit string. Jeondding stays super disciplined, blocking both hits. Yagami blocks both hits of that string. Handstand sidestep. They trade. Single low hit poke. Yagami tries a magic forward. Nice block in the next low. Back 2, just in case, and a power crush. Yagami gets on the board and seems to be figuring stuff out about how to engage with Jeondding. Send 2 into Heaven's Wrath stance, but cancels. Down forward 1 poke, and then ducks looking for a low, but Jeondding was not looking to push his offense there. Mid and low can be pretty stable to defend against, but mid, low, and do nothing? That's a big element a lot of new Tekken players miss, is the power of doing nothing sometimes. Beautiful block on the sweep. Equalizing. Huge life bar equalization here. Even with the sidewall combo, Yagami is going to try to find a way to fix the combo. Backs to the wall. Jeondding sweeps again, undeterred by the fact it was just blocked. Heat Smash trades with the get-up kick. Set point to advance to top 8.
Jeondding.
But they watching the whole cutscene.
Yo, I don't blame him, bro. I can watch it every time.
Exploding floor is on the table. Evasive punch. Nice block punish from Yagami. Forward 4. Forward 2 duck. He tried the full crouch low to evade the jab and launch it. A Yagami special technique. Heat engage from Jeondding because of that misinput. Okay, electric, but to the rear. Hard to follow that combo. Forward 4-2 sniping Jeondding's low attempt. This time Jeondding is blocking after down 2. Lots of plus frames, not a lot of damage. He finds 1 hit. He's gotten the heat advantage. Okay, now they're both out of heat. Walk to the rear of the power crush. Wall splat. What was a match that was totally in Yagami's favor is now swinging the other way. Rage art. Delete as much gray health as possible. Heal as much gray health as possible. Didn't want to play games with the sidewall or extending the combo. And it's hard to disagree with that. Now Yagami's in a situation where he can't really take more than 2 mix-ups. There's the first, and there's the second. 2 mix-ups. Jeondding advances to top 8. Very clearly. Very clearly happy about that. He hit the emotes. The instability of Season 2, the difficulty in playing competitively consistent in this version under these conditions. That's why all these players are so excited. This tournament's been really stressful. If you look at the elimination list, like people who've gone down in the last few days, the amount of upsets, there's a lot of intensity to these matches. Lowhigh versus Atif. Not only is it a Korea-Pakistan match, as Tasty Steve just mentioned, but Atif has so much to prove. He won the last CEO event, and since then, he has developed a reputation for winning second place. Now, normally, that may be an exciting thing for people who are unfamiliar to competitive Tekken, but Atif is Mr. Tekken. Atif and Knee are Mr. Tekken. What do I mean when I say that? You can put them on nearly any character, and they will not only win, they will do it with what feels like the optimal way to play that character. Atif, after 1 month of the new Anna with no experience on Anna previously, made it to, what, second place at Combo Breaker? And he uses her stance offense like he's been playing the character for 10 years.
He's not gonna be too surprised. He's going in.
He looks so comfortable. Lowhigh, recognizing in the past that when Atif fought Knee with Anna, that Brian kinda struggles against Anna. Why? Brian is a counter hit character that likes to be in neutral as long as possible. He wants to be in neutral, he wants you to have to swing at him a lot so that he can counter hit launch you. Anna doesn't really exist in neutral a lot. She pokes you, and then there's a stance mix-up coming. Toe kick, the trade in Atif's favor. Anna is running canned mix-ups on you that don't give you a lot of windows to find a counter hit timing. So Lowhigh picking up the Shaheen here to be able to run some offense using sidestep 1+2, the new Season 2 move, and down 1. Sidestep 1+2, also known as Haboob, a key move for Shaheen. And Lowhigh is looking to have more control over the match here by picking Shaheen. But he's getting pieced up by Atif's Anna. Down forward 2 in the open, no whiff punish. Counter hit 2 jab, confirming into hammer chance 1, the elbow. Counter hit low, confirming into the 1-2. Nice punish there, faster than the power crush can come out. Haboob, down 3. 3-hit string, no duck on the second hit because there is a string mix-up, and then Atif runs the launching low that Anna has from full crouch, and the 13-frame heat smash that evades jabs. Atif, a clean game 1. A clean game 1. Atif is not only able to play nearly every character, if not every character. He's not only able to play them at a world-class level, he also plays them fast. The speed at Atif of Atif's gameplay is only matched by Ulsan, and only barely contained by Arslan Ash and Mogold from Combo Breaker. The way people handle his aggression is very different depending on the matchup. Lowhigh switching to the Brian, the comfort pick. Even with the matchup unfavorability, he believes in his ability to defend and find the counter hits, but he gets counter hit 2 jab to the face. Heat dash off the forward 3-2. I glazed Atif's combos, and he's not letting me down. Thank you, Atif. Perfect wall carry on the stage where you're not really supposed to reach the wall. Forward 3-3, down forward 1-2. Barely touched that round. Clean wall splat, clean finish. Forward 2, up forward 1-3. Attempted by Anna. Doubles knees from Lowhigh. Double knee combo into a FDX combo. Atif immediately capitalizing on the drop combo with a QCF 2-1. Shoots him across the stage. Running 2, hatchet kick. Okay, down forward 1, trades with the down jab. He got the heat burst off. Anna was able to block it because of hammer chance. Nice launch on the DF4. You have to have so much presence of mind to launch that. The single hit pokes, that FDX combo again, the single hit pokes that are launch punishable require so much presence of mind. And while they're playing all this Tekken, to be able to punish that reliably, that's a testament to their skill. Rage Art attempted. Lowhigh Rage Art. Called him out. Lowhigh, iconic Rage Art game.
Stops the bleeding. Stops the
Iconic
run.
Rage Art game.
Now it's only down to 1 round apiece in the second game.
I can't call that anything but luck for Lowhigh there, though.
Yep.
He was dropping some big opportunities.
1-4. Despite multiple combo drops, he's tied up now. Counter hit low.
And once again, that's the string you were talking about,
Yeah,
right?
it's a 2-1-2.
Atif dictating the pace completely. Small punish there on the heat engage from full crouch. Elbows plus. Lowhigh gets shot and is on. It's set point for Atif to go to top 8. Intercepting. Lowhigh's approaching hitbox. Full crouch, low launcher. Even though in Tekken 8 it's now a tornado launcher with heat, he's still able to get the wall. 3-hit string, and he has like 1 more chance. Requiem, a crucial heat engage to heal. Requiem again trying to heal as much as he can. 4-hit string with the mid. Atif tried to duck. QCF 1+2 again. Hold on, Lowhigh. Can't get counter hit jabbed. Can't get launched again from full crouch. Tries to sidestep. Clutch duck, but no launch. QCB4, he can finish it here. 3rd hit string. Anna poking up. Brian's biggest weakness is pokes. QCB1 from downtown. The Brian Electric. Tying it up for Lowhigh.
Making something happen.
Lowhigh letting tons of the lows go, but finding a crucial low parry. Not going for a crazy combo with his heat. Needs it for interactions like this. Now it's his empowered state. Up forward 2. Quick check. Yo incinerator, but doesn't finish it. Tries to taunt jet upper. Atif still blocks the hatchet kick. And look at the chip damage from the purple debuff, but he finds the counter at QCB1. Pending any combo drop, he cleans it up. 1-1. It looks like Brian may have been the pick.
With one hand is crazy.
Oh, that's not the punish.
Engage.
I have to wonder why he did a down forward too. But Lowhigh got away with not getting punished, although Atif is still in heat. There's an exploding wall on this stage, but Atif slowing down after getting counter hit by 2 QCB1s. Nice block in the low. Missed punish again. And now there's a heat engage. Rocket launch, and it hits again. Lowhigh getting hit by the rocket multiple times. 1-4 after a sidestep left. Hatchet kick connecting again. Trading, they are scrapping. 2 counter hit trades in a row. 2 hits, nothing, but he finds the raw soccer kick. I can't believe that. Brian at the wall. Every player's worst nightmare. Heat smash. Sidestep back 4. Atif survives the offense, and now Lowhigh's back is to the wall. Snake eyes, but doesn't get the super armor. Instead, he trades. Back 4. Attempted. Gets smacked on the ground. Whiff in the open. While standing 4. Whiff into while standing 4. This is NA Online Tekken. Florida is getting to their heads, and it's beautiful to see. Step on him. Brian, I think, actually giggles if you step on him. Historically, in old Tekkens. I don't know if that's still in the game. While standing 3. Full crouch. Blocking the advancing mid heat engager. While standing 3, no counter hit 2 jab. Down forward 1-2. Realigned the heat smash. There's no counter hit notification. I don't know how he got smacked, but set point once again. Lowhigh. He will make the adjustments necessary, including swinging into the second hit of the string and getting shot and getting hit and getting knocked down and blocking the mid and ducking the mid. And apparently not. Ducking the mid again, and okay, a perfect. Atif looking dominant as ever. Atif is not dominant, Anna is. The problem is that statement is, you know, if anybody else not in this top 24, even anybody else here just picked up Anna and tried it, except maybe Shadow, who does play Anna, it would not have looked like that. Despite how strong even I think the character is. I think Anna is insanely strong. But let's be so real. Let's be so real. Top 24 at a master event with a 2-month character. Yes, of course, Anna is strong. That's why Atif is playing her. But any kind of Tekken player who actually plays the game in tournament knows that it is very difficult to try and just pick up a character and do well in tournament unless you are literally me himself or Arslan himself. Or Atif himself. Shaheen, on paper, was probably a better matchup. Lowhigh went back to Brian because of comfort. Comfort is everything in this game. EyeMusician on Yoshimitsu versus Cuddlecore on Alisa and Ling Xiaoyu. Also has a Claudio. I believe this is her best performance in the TWT, both 2024 and 2025. She's been training. She's been locked in. Let's see the results. Full crouch low. Now, EyeMusician's style is built to counter a lot of Korean styles. But EyeMusician is not fighting a Korean. He's fighting one of NA's best. Heat Burst. Now, if you're unfamiliar with my coverage of matches, we have an unapologetic NA bias. We support our region, even if our favorite players on the other side of the screen. And unfortunately, I will be unable to turn that off for the duration of this match. Let's go, Cuddle! First round! Beautiful Power Crush. Cuddle, an expert at using the Power Crush game. But the Samurai Cutter. Connecting them all. Even if they're playing Alisa, you have to understand. Even if they're playing Alisa, even if I'm a huge EyeMusician fan, even if Yoshimitsu is a character I'm interested in playing, we show up for NA. Cuddle with a dominant wall position here. The first hit of the 2-hit wall break is triggered. They call it a hard wall break. The soft wall breaks only take 1 hit. And EyeMusician is literally cornered. Fighting his way out, stepping as much as he can. He tries to charge up the bad stomach and gets punched in the face. High wall splat, standing 4. The damage difference for that kind of combo conversion is colossal. Heat smash, now guess for your life, noob. Standing 4, power crush, chainsaws, and a flash punish. That was really good. The low, crouch punishing or while standing punishing that low doesn't give you a lot, but flash punishing giving a launch, sidestep heat smash giving a wall break into a combo. He has 3 seconds, 2 seconds, combo dropped. The PDX combo claims the round. You love to see it. You hate to see it, actually. Combo drops are a sad way to go. Okay, while standing 3 gets evaded by the spin. EyeMusician not skipping a beat. Back 2-2, down back 3, Manji spin kicks. Chainsaw to the gut. Chainsaw to the leg. Nice, backflipping out of trouble. Flash duck from Cuddlecore. No combo conversion, but that's fine. Because now EyeMusician has spun himself back towards the wall. Kick the legs, the new stuff from Season 2. Kick the legs right back. Spinning away. What health do you have left? You're running out of options. Attempting to counter hit Rob in broad daylight. Extremely clean. EyeMusician contemplating. Support from T1 Edge. Here we go. 1v2. 1v2 against former South Korea Telecom 1, now only known as T1. It was quick, though. It may have been a just like you got it, bro. You good? Play the music. Coaching in the current TWT season is only allowed if you lost the previous game. That's the default TWT rule. There's also a time limit of, I think, 90 seconds, maybe 60 seconds. So we saw in the previous days, day 1 and day 2, a lot of intimate coaching, especially among the NA players. A lot of shoulder touching, a lot of whispering in the ear. Edge kept it pretty clean there. Kept it pretty tame. Back to the wall, backflipping out of trouble. 3-1 to the rear. Cancels the Dragonfly stance, but still cannot convert. We saw this with Trizzy the Rapper yesterday. Yoshi's combos in Season 2 feeling a lot less consistent. Down 2-2-2. Back 1-1-1-1-1. The Soul Calibur mid. Ooh, trying to do the chainsaw sidestep out of trouble, but the down forward 1 tracking. Running 3-4. Kip up is blocked. Cuddle prepared. If anything, Cuddle is precision engineering her gameplay to counter the matchup she expects. Gets launched by the down forward 2. EyeMusician making a nice adjustment himself. Heat burst. We're 1 hit from the wall. Nope, it goes for the wall combo right away. Unique getup from Alisa. Instead of pushing for a combo, activates heat. I actually don't know if she still gets a combo there. Spun out of trouble, but she realigns in a 180-degree fashion for this wall combo. Chainsaws to the legs, kicking the feet. Delayed timing homing move. You cannot spin, you cannot wait, you have to hit me immediately. Dash up nothing. What are you going to do? Yoshimitsu, a menace character. Oh my goodness. A menace character. But if he's not the one attacking, there's nothing to worry about.
EyeMusician trying it. He's literally trying to find
Down back 3-3.
and it is just not working.
Up forward 1.
Oh, that worked out.
3-1 hit to the rear, and the heat engage realigns.
Big combo damage here.
EyeMusician taking a lead in this round.
Different routes than I'm used to.
Heat burst, instead of challenging the plus frames, activates her advantage state.
Especially when you know you only
Back
have
4,
a limited amount
respecting
of
the second
time.
hit, no punish.
EyeMusician.
Yo!
2-1 in the second game now.
Back 1.
Oh, NSS time. I don't need to
One jab, down 4, and a hop kick counter hitting the sidestep button. Incredible adjustment, very high reward, optimized combo. Throwing the head at him, beating the kip up. Is that a flash punish on the safe mid? EyeMusician's preparedness for his matchups. He is a real Yoshi nerd. While standing 4, refloat. Oh no, backflip spike. Back turn down 1, power crush out of trouble, heat burst. Lots of gray to work with. She needs to start swinging. She needs to start chopping. Ducking the bad breath, quick down 4.
So much great life.
Gives up the dragonfly pressure. Heat smashes to Narnia, and now it's tied. Now this is a loser's side match, 1st to 2.
And now Cuz like, oh, all right, he's pretty
There are
good.
not a lot of chances left.
Music for your eyes, I get it.
Fallen Destiny. No stage hazards and slightly ambiguous walls. The red on the floor does not really indicate where the wall is. It like loosely does on the far side, but not on the side that we're spectating from, you know, the foreground. So doesn't spend the heat, preferring to take the punish and continue pressure later. Great choice of meter usage from Cuddle. EyeMusician building some offensive momentum, running the legs. He's adjusted. Catching the tech roll with the unblockable spin. Get up kick from Cuddle. Sweep. Luckily, she's able to block in time, and a DF1. Ducking the Magic 4 into Samurai Cutter. EyeMusician's adjustment absolutely on point here. I don't know how he found that. Spring kick blocks the avoiding the puddle. There is the textbook characteristic power crush. He parries the second chainsaw. No sword jump. Luckily trading. Nobody getting a huge advantage. Heat smash. She's anti-aired. She keeps her meter. Very fortunate. But she has to survive this wake-up mix. Kincho 1+2. Heat dash. Both players stopping to breathe for a little moment. Heat is gone for Yoshimitsu. He doesn't run the Dragonfly mix. He just stands back up. Alisa now forward dashing and poking. Chainsaw stance. Guess for your life. Evaded the up forward 1 or up forward 2. Bad breath, but no float. Hop kick blocked. EyeMusician dancing on the knife's edge and making all of the right choices. CD2 counter hit. It's looking very ugly. Set point for EyeMusician to eliminate Cuddlecore. Wall splat is clean. Dragonfly 4 ender. The new stuff again. The headbutt slide. The while standing 4 float. A wall splat again. Cuddle does not bite with a duck. Counter hit low. Up forward 2 again. The sidestep. Yoshimitsu realigns. Heat burst. Final heat state potentially for Cuddle. Heat smash is good. Plus frames and chip. Can she make the most of it? Connects with the mid. Connects with the low. It's time to guess. He's out of there. 3-1 wall splat. Down 2-2-2. Rage Art is not enough to kill, so he doesn't go for it. He spins. She doesn't tech roll. She doesn't bite. Down forward 1-4. Down forward 2. He's spinning. It's like the last interaction. She's flying at him. Block. Down 3. No reaction while standing 4. EyeMusician misses the low reaction. Gets kicked in the feet, and she claws herself back into the game. Nice block on the CD2. Hang on. EyeMusician let the game slip. Is he able to keep it together? Manji spin kicks. Empty jump, hop kick, but just the first hit. Manji spin kicks again. Damage is adding up, but it's very slow. Heat burst, anti-air, gives a float. Chop to the face. Down back 4, no more knockdown, but they did speed up the low. She resists interacting with the offense, but gets anti-aired by the down forward 2. Flash pushing to the wall, but no wall combo. Kincho stance slide. Heat smash is gone. Does EyeMusician run the mix-up this time? He's been playing mid the whole time. Does not mix her up, and she just stand blocks homing. You know Yoshi wants to spin, so Cuddle is using the homing moves. Homing moves again from both players. Clutch throw break. That probably would have killed. Ducking the bad breath. 10 seconds. There's no time. It's time to go into chainsaws. She's dashing. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. No, he finishes the string and she bites. Oh, clutch play from EyeMusician. Heartbreaking way to go, but with the timer happening, it ticking in your ear, it's very valid. GG's. GG's. Nice composure from EyeMusician and great adjustments. That was a good game. I don't think Rage Art would have gone off in that situation before the 2-1 would complete. I don't think you can Rage Art in that gap. Maybe you can, but I haven't tested. All right, chat. This is Hendo. This is Hendo. Cat was getting crazy the other day, but also Tasty Steve was getting crazy the other day. Tasty Steve called Hendo JJ Breeze, and the chat has never demanded so much immediate moderation. But the saddest part of this match is it's an NA team kill. Both players are very strong. Yeah, Tasty Steve did it twice. Jin Kazama versus Anna Williams. So when CBM played this matchup against Atif yesterday, we saw CBM take a very defensive approach, allowing Anna to poke, allowing her to swing, and fishing for key interactions. Whether it's a hook fist counter hit, whether it's a forward 4 counter hit. Hendo looking a little more active. DF1s, down 4s, getting counter hit by her DF4. Sidestep block for this interaction. But it looks like Hendo is looking to play it a bit faster. Forward 3-3. With the space, he tries to close it with back 2-1, but he takes a booty, and that booty launches. Okay, breaking the 1+2 throw. The floor break is active. You can tell because it's glowing purple. Down forward 1, down 4. It's a tough situation. You block the down forward 1. Hers is only -1, I think. You try to jab back, for example, or down forward 1 back with that frame advantage, she can just jab you. If you try to down forward 1, if you try to jab, you beat her, right? But if you try to jab back to be faster, she can down 4 to go underneath it. Both Williams sisters have this interaction, and anybody with a -1 down forward 1 has that kind of advantage. The ability to just do that for a last HP situation. Breaking the throw, Hendo staying solid. Shadow, a noticeably slower Anna than Atif, but a sidestep duck into full crouch down forward 2 gives him the opportunity he needs. Break the floor. Doesn't. Oh, a little hesitation in the stance. Block punish there. Shooting the gun, pushing him to the wall. Heat smash is gone. That's why she got a 2 jab, I believe. But a homing mid from downtown. Let's see if Hendo has an answer. Hendo jabbing and down 4 and keeping it tight, playing the poke game more aggressively than Shadow is. Back 2-2 homing, finally connects the throw, elbow to the dome. Flash duck under the standing 4. Nice block from Shadow, and now the debuff is active. Flip into Chaos Judgment down 3-3, but the Kazama 5-hit breaks the floor. Down forward 2, double spin. Spike. I don't know what the left... What's not a hook fist? What is it? Oh my goodness. While standing 2, blocking the hell sweep. Good stuff from Shadow. What is CD1 called? Thrusting uppercut. Alright, notice again the NA coaching. They get in real close. They got a hand on the shoulder. Hendo recentering himself. Static, centering his words into his ear. Aligning his heart with his. Infinite stage here. Counter hit 2 jab right off the rip. The Season 2 brought in a new buffer system. Before, you had to be frame perfect at round start. There's no buffer. But now they've reinstated the round start buffer, allowing things like counter hit 10 frame moves right away to be more consistent. Shadow running the heat, but not forcing the offense. Down forward 1-2 into a lot of cancels. Heat smash. Small whiff punish on the forward 4. Cleaning it out. Cleaning it out. Cleaning out the round. Closing out the round. Oh. Launch punish. Hendo has studied. I did not know that was a launch punishable string. Heat burst. Hell sweep again, but only commits to the first hit. Either way, it's launch punishable. You might as well do both. Forward 4. Down 2. Hold on, this round just looks so different. He saw that Shadow slowing down, punch parry, and he's in there. Why do you call this stage infinite? It's pseudo infinite, but for the pace of Tekken 8 matches, it's effectively infinite. You rarely see the wall. So it's an exaggeration, but it's faster than saying pseudo infinite every time. Up forward 1-3, no punish, respecting the extensions. Sidestep right low parry into VDX combo is rough, but at least he finds the hook fist on the approach. Heat burst. You have to go to the next play no matter what mistakes are made. There's no time to dwell. Sidestep. Luckily, she was out of range because she stepped the wrong way, but Hendo continues the offense and is up 2-1. 1-2. DF4 catching a slight duck. Maybe a backdash. Up 4-2. Hendo's high tempo play is working. Shadow shuts it down with the while standing 3. Electric. Hell sweep again, but only single hit.
Man, he is finding the mark with these bad boys.
But she's outside of rage. It could be in his favor. Still not in rage. One throw. Shadow missing a throw break while standing 4. Counter at 3. Raw booty heat dash. Big combo coming, but he's already maxed out his gray. There's nothing left to heal. A rage art could put Hendo in a terrible situation, but Shadow holds it. There's still 27 seconds on the clock. Poking up, block punish, 1 hit left, and goes mid. Shadow stuck up the knee. He went into Chaos Judgment raw to look for a low. Blocking a low would not have necessarily killed Hendo there, but the auto low parry from the Chaos Judgment stance could have done it. Because he was in stance, he could not block the mid. DF4 kills. Great discipline from Hendo to stay mid. Stay mid sounds crazy. To run the mid. Shadow retired Claudio? No. But he did say he was having trouble with Claudio compared to focusing on Zafina and Anna, I think. 2-hit counter hit. Wow, 2-hit counter hit attempt. Hendo ducks. Goes for the hell sweep. Shadow ducks. Canceling the stance again. Tries to get a grounded hit, but it's a bit late. Hendo insisting on the hell sweeps. It's paying off a lot. Dive kick. DF1 4-4. Get a punish there. Shoots him into the wall. And this is a combo. No wall carry there. Block punish, but no, he did not block punish. He just found the counter hit 2 jab.
That move is so good. Let me throw it out. Let me test them.
Yeah, Rook. Shadow plays with the grip, the right hand over the top of the pad. That's a claw grip, is what most people, I think, call that. And that's a pad player. Not everybody does it, but it's certainly makes things like breaking throws pretty reliable, doing simultaneous inputs. Shoots 3 times. Nice block on the low, calling out the stance cancel with the wall rising 2. 2-4, double tailspin. Back 3 heat burst. Does he take the wall here? No, he saves it, because if he can get a wall splat, that could be the end of the round. Down back 4. He's running the lows. 1+2. The low again, unreactable. Hendo's aggression is so on point.
Big overhead smack. Lovely Tom.
I'm going to stick with the overly long explanation rather than using the name. Yeah, claw grip. Some people double claw, but I can't really claw the left side either. That seems a little odd to me. Whoosh. Look at the pokes from Shadow, but Hendo finds the perfect low block. Anna has insane pokes, but that one is launch punishable. Okay. No grounded scaling on the Cannon Geyser wall ender. Single down 3 in case Hendo were to block. Keeps him a bit safer. Obviously sacrificing the reward of hitting the Chaos Judgment down 3-3. Purple debuff. Watch the heat smash. It evades jabs, and it's 13 frames fast. Forward 3. He's been running the hell sweeps. Tried to play the mid mix up, but Shadow did not bite. So Hendo's right back to running the lows. Homing mid. Or homing high. Sorry, it's not mid at all. It's high. Down 4, sidestep cancel, but Hendo is maneuvering away from the exploding wall. This is loser side recall, and Shadow has chipped him down to 25%. Less than that. 15% back 2-2 second hit. He is swinging. He's swinging and shooting. Jab was clutch. That block was demonic. How did he find that block? He dashed up, blocked the jab, and found the DF4 block into the launch. No wall explosion. Runs the mid, but Shadow has not ducked. Hendo goes down. And it's hard to blame him for his decisions when Shadow was free to every low in that set. Shadow gave him the lows, drip feeded him the idea, drip fed the idea that he would eventually duck. Hendo switches it up to the mid, but in the clutch, Shadow continues to give him the lows. Hendo starts second guessing his offense. Shadow gets his pokes in. Crazy mind game there, especially between players that obviously have experience. Same regional play style, they study each other, they understand each other. Pretty cool metagame there to just continue to let the lows go through. How many Annas in top 24? 2? Shadow and Atif? But Shadow's been playing Anna since Tekken 7. Atif is the one that's actually like been able to pick her up and immediately play her, which is maniacal to me. Alright, Clive versus Hwoarang. Kwis immediately running the homing low, the season 2 low, running it twice. Running it thrice. Working the legs. He wants to open up Skyrocket and Peacekeeper as the high reward safe mid options. They're running the low early. He understands the season 2 homework. Chikurin calls it out with an orbital and is equalizing the life bars immediately. Clean wall splat. Down back 4. Eat string. +4. Mercenary cut the 10 string. Nice block on the... Ooh, I can't believe he found that. Peacekeeper, again, immediately after tons of down 3+4, running the Peacekeeper right away. Sidestep right, low parry. On the left, Flamingo down 4. Clive gets wall here. Not a clean wall splat, though. That was close. He made the right... He made a high reward call and was just a bit too short from the wall. 1+2 is broken. Back 2, guaranteed follow-up for 48 damage total. Phoenix stands 4. Back 2 to shut down the sidesteps, blocking the double hit power crush, clean block punish. Chikurin undeterred by eating 6 of the same low in round 1. Dashing up low parry, don't try me again, amigo. Heat burst, no, down back 2-1. Grounded hit. He connected, he went for the homing high right after. Sidestep block. Parry, too slow. Not going for the meter ender because at this point of the game, he's looking to just straight up close it out. He goes for damage and push to the wall, but Peacekeeper, some advantage for Hwoarang. Right Flamingo 4-3, more season 2 stuff. Peacekeeper connects. Kwis on the board. Blocking the low. Nice punish. He's got 2 level 2 Zentetsuken. Block punish on down forward 1-4. Down 1 while standing 2, counter hit. Kwis tried to challenge thinking Chikurin would just poke and move. But Chikurin hit him with the worst possible outcome. Forward 2-2, finishing the string. It's a heat dash launcher. Kwis tried to act. EU not notoriously known for blocking and paying the price immediately. Tetsu getting up there. Immediate consultation. He's been paying close attention. You know the advice is going to be good. Blocking means you die to the plus frame chip. No, blocking means you take damage to the plus frame chip. Swinging means you die to the heat dash launcher. Don't be dramatic. Die is a very specific word. You would not die blocking the plus frame chip mid. You would be marginally annoyed. Forward 2-2, giving up his turn after. Kwis taking the chance to build some initiative. Right stance down 4-3, backlash connects. CD3, this is looking like a good round. Kwis' ability to adjust between games is very precise. He's getting a lot of reward here. Chikurin fighting back. Sidestep does not clear the heat burst. Big damage. Chikurin does not have a lot of HP to work with left. Kwis again saving the block button for the next round. Swinging at the worst time possible, but finding the throw and closing it out. It's important. Even if you make a mistake, you have to keep it pushing. That's very impressive. That's what the pros are really good at. CD3. GBR is Great Britain. Sidestepping clean around the power crush. Low parry again. This ends now. Limit break. Sidewall.
I'm just saying, bro.
Heat smash. Chikurin didn't go for a second sidestep,
He didn't even want to take the chance.
but he has frame advantage. He has heat. 2-1 wall splat. He still has meter. How is he going to use it? Probably a heat dash, right? No. He's going to save it for one more plus frame dash out of the Phoenix stance. Roll and choke connects. K-Wiz tries to stance change from the back turn. Rage art on the 1-2 flamingo. Left flamingo 1.
Damn, man. He just toasted him.
Eat freeze.
There was no option there that K-Wiz could have done that really would have killed him for trying that. It would have been 1-2 forward 3. So
My man
great
played the
choice.
game all the way from the Yo, we fighting? We're in space. I got it.
forward 2-1
Running 2 here.
plus 8.
Follow up.
The third hit.
Leviathan.
The third hit. That is not Leviathan. That is Bahamut. Come on, man.
Finish the string, bro.
Sorry, I'm a Final Fantasy nerd.
Okay, try to choke him out again.
1 plus 2.
Oh, what a low parry. Man,
Back
Chikurin
two.
is crazy. He's been ready. Anytime
That was crazy damage. It's super launch punishable, but yeah, it is crazy damage.
It's just, been very tough.
Forward 2-2. This time into stance, into nothing, into 1 plus 2, into 1 plus 2 again, into 1 plus 2 again.
Great break.
Ooh,
Trade, but that trade was crucial for saving K-Wiz's life, but now he's on elimination point in this top 16.
Heat engage. Safe. Lots of use.
Sidestep 2, looking to hit confirm the second hit. Down 1 again. Gets counter hit again. Now he decides to block and gets mixed up low.
Give it to K-Wiz. You got it.
Sidestep 2. Flamingo sidestep getting around it. Big hell sweep from Heat. Breaking the floor. Why? What are these spring kicks? They've been in America too long.
K-Wiz still with
Forward 4-3. Heat smash. Continuing the pressure. He's not in rage yet. So the 1-2 rage art situation is not on the table. Now rage is a threat. Down jab from Clive. 11 frames because it's a down 2 jab instead of a down 1 jab. Sidestep 2. No confirm. Full down forward 1 string. Heat. He is so unbelievably dead. It's crazy. GG's.
K-Wiz goes down. Y'all some tailgaters, bro.
Farzine.
Tailgaters. Y'all ain't trying to play
The
fight
premier
games.
victor. EyeMusician.
Y'all- Back to the match.
The premier Yoshi, in terms of putting him on the map for his unique playstyle, but there are a lot of very strong Yoshi players, each with different styles. EyeMusician, obviously the most visually appealing.
Oh, yeah, I am too.
But they're all good at different things. Let's see how it plays against the Pakistani style. Back to 2 raw.
Engage.
Counter hit, heat engage. Up 1-1, spinning out of trouble. Hang on.
Spin it to win.
Victor often forces you to guess, but is the spin the answer? Combo drops.
Farzine ready. I'm out of
Backflips out of trouble. Fakes the full crouch, but doesn't actually commit to the samurai cutter. Backs up. Farzine punching his way out of there. Manji spin kicks. Oh, avoiding the puddle and avoiding the counter hit launch. Down jab, beating the Manji spin kick. Okay.
All right.
Sidestep 3, slide 4. Running low. The first one is blocked. Calling out that low, pretty important, I can imagine.
Down back four, still fighting though.
Sidestep, duck, flash. That was demonic. Sidestep 1 wall carry. Doesn't even go into heat. Rage art. Okay. Let him know you'll do it.
Okay. Definitely not gonna get the kill. It is counter hit, so he's gonna get some nice chunky damage.
Raven Force, Raven Core, I think.
How is he going to react here?
Dragonfly 4. EyeMusician not showing in this top 24 a lot of the other Dragonfly options. And if you're too safe, like always playing the mid, it doesn't always pay off. Down 2-2-2 is good after the spin into the heat dash. It looks like Yoshimitsu's spin may be a good answer to Victor's guessing games. Power Crush. Grabbing the Power Crush from Farzine. EyeMusician 1 step ahead every time. Blocking the down back 4. Full launch. Spinny. Soul Calibur mid. There it is. The low out of Dragonfly. Changing his options 2-1. Now he's just blocking. Farzine, you got to open me up. Up 1-1 is a good start. Plus frames. Power Crush again. 2-1. Delayed timing heat burst puts him at 1 pixel. Farzine does not punish the down forward 1-4, but goes for the running low. That gets spun out of the way. One more mix. Doesn't even go into Dragonfly. Good string defense, but dies to the Power Crush again. Farzine will have to adjust his timing because he keeps getting blown up by EyeMusician on normal hit. He can't even get... He's not even getting counter hit. He's not even hitting the button yet. Up 4-2. EyeMusician sitting still. Sidestep 1. No counter. Raw CD1 with no sword. We're getting to the corner. Sidewall. Heat burst will save it. 3-1. Oh my goodness, that worked out so well. Power crush again. This time Farzin is ready. He's adjusted. Out of there. What the heck? Why did he do that? The budget flash. The French flash. Not as fast as Yoshi's, but not as dangerous either.
That's sick. He got, yeah, you're right. He does have his own flash. He got a knife flash versus a sword flash.
Okay. Tries it again. EyeMusician. Suddenly, the lead doesn't look as good as it did 2 seconds ago. He ducks the 1-2, but doesn't commit to anything after. Down 2 by itself. Fishing for a counter hit. Up 4-2. 3-2. Nice punish from Farzin. Ready for the alternate string extension. He's out of there. 3-1 heat engage. The wall is ugly. Will sidestep 2. Tornado. Will EyeMusician play the mix-up? No. He gets counter hit launched. Farzin found the one interaction he needed. It was looking so good for EyeMusician, and now he's dead. EyeMusician noticeably not running the 50-50 with the unblockable low. Farzin can speak English. Nice try, though, red name. Found the bigot. Victor versus Yoshi once again in New York. Forward 1 plus 2. Full crouch low and then blocks the Manji spin kick. New stuff from Season 2. 4-3. Doesn't punish in case the last hit of the string comes. Expulsion. He's out of heat. Nice duck into a full crouch mix. Under the bad breath. Sidestep down forward 2. Farzin looking like he's running away with it in the loser side. Down back 1-1. Canceling into EI. Duck in case there was a jab. And then goes for the sweep and then blocks his sweep. This is unreal. Farzin from the edge of losing game 1 is cooking. Forward 4. 2-1. Running low. Good block. New stuff. Spinning out of trouble. Heat dash. +3 as of Season 2 was -9. That Victor forward 1 plus 2. +3 again. Sidestep 1 plus 2. Wall splat. He's going to do a forward 4-2. Into EI down 1. A wall splatting, heat and dash launching, grounded hitting, flip over, plus, or I don't know if it's plus frame. Let me not lie. Middle from EI stance that tracks the weak side. He's up 2 rounds. Forward 1 plus 2. +3. EyeMusician a little late on the punish. Bad breath connects with Farzin advancing. Counter hit. You may have been looking for a running 2. Yo! Half HP. Sidestep around the spring kick. Back to 1. The back turn punish. Looking good. He's going to go into heat. Spike. No, he doesn't. He tries to get a wake up situation. Farzin is +3 again. 1-2. Frame trapping. Keep it solid. Down back 4. EyeMusician back on the board. And they just won Strive, and that's why the crowd is loud. I see. Perfumer 2-2. Staying patient. Blocking the power crush. EyeMusician eating the running low. Staying patient. +3 again. +3 again. Backflip. It whiffed on Victor. He evaded it somehow. Avoiding the puddle over the down jab. 3-1. Spike. Spin, spin, spin. Kincho stance. Plus frames. Blocking the slide. I don't know if Victor's punished for that. Down 1 plus 2 was late. Slide again. Persistence. Sidestep around it. He didn't whiff punish. Oh, forward 2 just frame.
You gotta believe. Damn.
Sidestep duck. Oh no, he ate the counter hit launch.
Oh, you're definitely going to the wall.
High wall splat. 4-2. Down 1 from EI. Luckily no wall splat. He was slightly off axis. Canceling. He spins out of trouble. Heat engage of his own. Is he going to run the unblockable low mix-up? No, he goes into Kicho stance, sweeps the low. Farzin reacts. Dash up heat smash. 1 magic pixel. The gun. The gun. You're in New York, duck. And then he dies to the EI 1 plus 2. Unfortunate. For EyeMusician, clean play from Farzin. His placement of the counter hit 1 plus 2 is consistently the best in the world. Against the best players in the world, he's able to mask what timing he's looking for.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Gun safe at that range, yeah.
Watching CEO 2025
Gun safe at that range because if you try to punish, he can go for the power crush, the EI3. Alisa versus Jack. Neither player leaning into the victor, returning to previous characters. Although I don't know if Mo'il played Jack in previous Tekkens. But his Jack is good in this Tekken. Wow, sidestep right against the jackhammer into hop kick. The chainsaw didn't extend because he wasn't on axis. Now, Ao is doing a very different approach than Cuddlecore. We saw him run 4 chainsaw attacks in a row.
Is it chainsaws or chain sauce?
Chain sauce, actually.
It's definitely not chain sauce, let me tell you that. We can certainly agree on that. It is not chain sauce.
More sauce.
If you've ever had to defend against that, man. Anyways, hop kick. He does the Gamma Howl back jump and gets a down forward 2 whiff punish. Up forward 2 from downtown, clipping Jack's gigantic body, probably the tips of his hands. Down forward 2, nice block from Mo'il. No more big G. 1-1. Goes for the chainsaw slide, new season 2 stuff, and Mo'il rage arts. Good choice.
That gun's crazy. That's the gun that beat Nemesis in RE3.
Bro, it might as well be. Jeez. The rail gun in this bad boy.
Down 4. Small whiff punish with a forward 2. Sometimes you can't get a launch, and that's fine. Down forward 2 attempted, but counter hit by Ao's poke. Up forward 2. Slide. 1 throw. Nice aerial float out of the forward jump from Gamma Charge, and now even though the combo doesn't do too much damage, he's in the corner. Ao does the homing mid. He's out of there. Too slow to whiff punish. Swipes the legs. Another rage art is going to connect.
Big chunk of damage on the table. Are you gonna be able to run this back? Is the real question, Maya.
Yeah, big damage here.
Mo'il's still in heat, so he's going to try to run some offense and recover as much health as possible. Ao probably wants to prevent that from happening, but noise is being made. Kicked into the wall. Heat dash. No grounded hit, but the full crouch down back 1. Using the rage art momentum shift to take the rest of the round. Bit late on the whiff punch there again. Okay, forward 2. Some punish better than no punish, but great sidestep hop kick again from Ao. Spinning. He stayed down. Mo'il's trying to get off the wall. Ao's moving with him. But that tech roll, suddenly Alisa's back is to the wall. Resplat. High splat. Heat burst. Step on her twice. Shoulder charge. Make some noise. No. He canceled it and Ao called it out with the hop kick. It was a crucial read. Wall, but these hits are not stable enough to get clean wall splats. Heat smash again. Will a rage art happen again? Last pixel. He doesn't have the HP. Ao on the board.
Yep, nice down forward 4 to close it out here. Finally on the scoreboard, gets around.
Forward 2, block punish from Ao. Chainsaws again. Swiping with the mid. Going into the low. Ao using a lot of the season 2 stuff. Backdash duck, trading with the hug. And Mo'il's going to get a colossal combo off of this. Make some noise twice. Punch to the wall. Clean wall splat. Drilled for 98. No noise this time. Mixing up the stance offense with nothing. Mounted. Drilled. 35 damage only. Full crouch down back 1.
Hold up.
Mo'il. Very sharp. Rangchu. Fellow team Varel. Rangchu is out of the tournament now. Focused on coaching his fellow teammate, Ao. Ao, I believe, is the last Japanese player still in, along with Chikurin. My fault. Chikurin and Ao. He's checking his binds again. Not sure. Oh, he did shift his binds to pick the victor. Mo'il never looks happy. He actually smiles a lot. I feel like you could have picked any other player here and probably made that statement with more confidence than against Mo'il. All right. Dark suit victor. Open in the open while standing 1+2, it whiffed. Mo'il's whiff punishment is not super on point today. but it hasn't stopped him from winning. So is it really that big of a deal? Probably not. He's sidestepping to try and save the wall combo. No dice here. He's threatening a bunch of different running timings, but is really just blocking. Moil's now in heat. They're both in heat. It's a little bit of a standoff. Makes some noise from downtown. Uses the heat dash to use the rest of his meter. French flash into wall splat. That is a 10 frame safe counter hit launch for 71 because of the wall. Back to uppercut magic pixel. Moil refuses to die. 1+2 attempted. They're running in.
Okay, here we go. Slice of attack on whip.
Okay, while standing 2. Armor flex to beat the Victor down 2. Armors through the next one as well. Victor, he's like, get off of me. I got armor move too. Running 2. Oh my goodness. Moil is consistently one step ahead. Flexes once, goes for the crouch throw, nothing. He's feeling con again.
His counterplay against Victor is so good.
Ow cannot touch him. He's always armoring or ducking.
One more round. He's about to hit
Forward 2 counter hit kicked.
Yo, please do it.
Nice duck. What was that? Duck and launch. That was huge.
Has the wall.
Low wall splat. He has to adjust the combo. Forward 2-2 on the big body is a great choice. Canceling the perfumer into EI into sweep. Ow getting creative with it. Jab gets evaded. He's mounted again. He's drilled again. A lot of decent healing from that, actually. Full crouch lows, hitting grounded. Big charge. Now he has a big G, even on block. Low parry. Up 1-1. Ow, again, not able to adjust for maximum damage off of the sidewall. Sometimes it's out of your control. Big shoulder, last hit. A single low will do it. Down forward 2 out of nowhere. Bon appetit. Tailspin, surely Rage Art. No, he saves it. And spring kicks. American excellence taking down the Victor. A painful way to go. But Ao is a very friendly individual. Hugging it out despite the pain of going out that way. Last time I hung out with Ao was at the TWT 2023 finals, and he was so drunk. It was really fun. Dude can party. Nice guy. I hope somebody shows him a good time in Orlando. Like partying, you know what I mean? Come on, guys. If you're liking this, of course, check us out on social media. Yep, to see more about the TWT. Twitter at VDX Games. And on YouTube as well at VDX. And everything live on Twitch, not on YouTube. Yep, VDX Unhinged as well. Oh boy, okay. Is Shadow gonna pick Zafina or Anna? This is tough. I'm obviously rooting for Shadow. But CBM is someone I want to cheer for religiously. We both played Noctis. He talks about overcoming his own mental things. Do better in tournament. Feels like he's always fighting himself. But that's neither here nor there. Because it's Shadow time. By the way, when they say Shadow time, it's specifically 10 seconds. Below 10 seconds on the clock. It's not Shadow time if the HP bars are low. Okay? Shadow on the Anna. We saw CBM fight Atif's Anna with very clinical defensive play and like key counter hit placement, but Shadow's offensive flow is not as fast as Atif's. Rolling underneath. Down jab, okay. CBM taking it slow. Finds the forward 3-2 or forward 3-1. Heat dash. Double tornado. She is probably dead here. No, VDX combo. Blessings of Florida. Back to 1. Shadow staying solid. No duck into the second hit and trading with the corpse thrust.
They traded blows, but you know, Shadow did not have enough life left to survive.
2 jab, not a counter hit. 2-1-4. Oh, there's a punish now. Whiff. Oh,
well, yesterday CBM faced off against Atif, and they had a really close set.
Shadow punishment not super on point, but still finding opportunities. Down back 4. Purple debuff. Now the mix-up doesn't matter as much. You can just chip him down. Down jab. Cleanse the debuff. All the debuff does is apply extra chip damage. There's the punish. Shadow locking in. Heat Burst getting through the hook fist, down 4 counter hits. Rage Art from CBM challenging every timing. Challenging every timing.
67, 67. Let me see.
Let's see what he got. 71.
And it position changes, getting him away from the wall.
Wide opener here. Nice.
That seems really good. Sidestep on the forward 3-1 and a power crush closing it out.
But a good power crush there from Shadow. Getting the read, knowing he was going to press there. Tied up on rounds.
Down back 4.
That was very brave, but it worked out. Elbow, no counter hit. But it was a good way to get in.
Down 4 is peppering from a distance. Forward 2 regardless. Nice block and punish by CBM.
Let's see what he has here. He pushes towards the wall. Misses the second hit. Doesn't get the wall splat.
Counter hit, standing 4, wall splat with the DF1-4. He's peeling her off the wall, extending the combo. You want to try to go for resplats to get the max combo damage with extra hits. This is a general Tekken 8 thing, and it's a lot easier with strong aerial tailspin and with heat burst. Corpse thrust again. Game point.
The floor is lava, Mark. Gotta watch out.
2-1. Flip kick and no whiff punish. Got away with murder. Down forward 1-2. Plus frames. Shadow may have to start running the mix. CBM moving around like a wall. Up forward 2. Nobody home. Ba ba ba.
They did a ton of damage. 50 damage there. That sequence.
Okay, heat state has run out for Shadow. We know CBM's going to be looking to activate, but you can't be too obvious with it because it's so easy to sidestep. Heat burst now, mashing out of there. Only +2 on hit.
Yep.
Good while standing 3. Nice while standing 3 again. Kazama 5 hit, baiting the crouch, and then CBM takes advantage of that spent action to hop kick. Blows up the floor. Combo is not crazy, but Shadow is around half HP. If he can get the gray health back, it's going to make a huge difference. But the down forward 1-2 whiffs. CBM's down heat 2-1, containing Anna's poking with his fast poke. Sidestep 1+2. CBM is looking clinical right now. CBM is looking clinical right now. Yes, the question is, does he pick Zafina? Sticking with the Anna. Back 2-1. Okay, counter hit 2 jab. Wow, down forward 4 low parry. Better than a launch. Right, you lose the tornado, but it looks like it didn't matter. Tekken 8, you get the wall anyways. Sidestep left on the down forward 1-2-3 is really good defense. That was really good. Zen 1+2, the low. Booty, a little bit of healing. Shadow recovering with the pokes a bit. Nice block. Debuff. Yep, because CBM hasn't landed a hit. Well, now he did. The debuff is still active. Wow. Mashing with Kazama 5 hit.
I like what they did to that move in this game. Before, I don't
Down
think the
for
whole thing was
1.
guaranteed. Now it's, you can use it as a true while setting 13-frame move or 13-frame
Okay, debuff again. Trying to play through the chip damage. Missing the punish on the 2-1-4 again. Sidestep right duck was clean from CBM.
He's been doing down back 2 there a lot in sequence, and I think CBM caught onto it.
Wow, the scraper. Spiked into dive kick chip. CBM is flowing right now. Throwing the electric, not really concerned about any sidesteps or ducks here. And piecing up Shadow 20Z. Set point. Lock and punish is good. Shadow may have to start running some offense. And it's looking like it. He's poking up. Beautiful block on the low. Down forward. There's the first hit of the low in case it gets launched. Oh, but he calls out the roll with a while standing 2. Shadow still has a sizable lead, but Jin is in heat now and the wall is to his back. Flip over. Tech rolling away from the wall. Heat dash. Nobody home. Yep. Counter hit 2 jab. Down forward 1-2. Shadow's making this round look way better on the board for this game.
He needs a lot more than that.
Okay, while standing 2. Nice block punish by CBM.
He is chopping away at those ankles, man. He's using
Holding the
down
duck,
force,
but
so good.
nobody taking action.
Up, down, down, left, right now. Mid, low, mid. And they're all getting so much work.
Two throw.
And Shadow again in danger.
Down 4.
Fighting up close has been a specialty of
Two jab, two jab. Nice sidestep down forward 2. A wonderful play.
close action here from Shadow.
Down 4. CJM 3 gets sidestep. Unreacted below. He's dead. Ah, he didn't even have a pixel.
You just can't react.
Wow.
Now.
Yeah, he got so
Wow.
much off of that.
Shadow, I mean, CBM looking very prepared for Anna.
You guys.
Shadow is out.
I mean,
And that is the last NA player who went out at the same round. The last EU player went out. We'll call this major a tie. Lily. Lily's a good I think Lily's a good matchup for Reina. Or as Lily. Lily versus Reina, I think, is a good matchup. Forcing Reina to spam back 2 is much better than dealing with the other moves.
Hope he practiced this, because if not, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Alright. Chikurin switched to pad because he believes Tekken 8 is better played up close with sidesteps rather than backdashing and spacing. And it's very evident in his Lily play right away. Sidestep hop kick is a bit late. The next one is good. Cleanly around the electric.
All right, here we go. Pushing towards the wall here. Sidewall.
Okay, down forward 2 carry. Different from the charge up 1+2 from Season 2. But Chikurin, what's cool about his Lily
That's right.
is he doesn't have like the Lily main trappings, right? So he doesn't always go for the crazy combos. He goes for what's consistent.
Step against most of Reina's tactics. Much
And he doesn't
easier
play
than Clive would.
super high risk. He uses Lily very effectively for what makes her annoying at a high level. Oh, 4-4-2 into nothing, into neutral hop kick counter hit. Okay. Voila, nice punish from Reina. Yagami is super on point there. The QCF3 is hard to accurately punish. Faking the feisty rabbit, doing nothing, noticing Yagami's hesitation, down 1-2.
He made it work.
Staying up close, not backdashing away. Representing the threat of Lily's sidestep up close is much stronger than trying to do it from a distance. Also, it allows 1-1-3 to be a counter hit threat. Ducking the homing high, but swinging into the string extension.
Okay, pushing.
QCF1, counter hit, but nobody did not continue the string. Heat burst after the 2-4.
Looking to make a comeback here. Has range, has heat. Let's see what he does with it. Puts the brakes.
Wow. Delayed move, beat the parry, and gave a knockdown, but now bad wall positioning.
Back turn action.
QCF 3+4.
No more heat for Chikurin, but he still has the range.
Clutch cartwheel, anti-air, but still gives a combo. This is the best damage choice. Rage Art would not kill. Yagami stays ducking for the second hit of down 1-2, but Chikurin only did the first hit.
Throw there, though. That was crazy.
Great usage of the move. 4-4-2, but didn't go into Sentai stance. Running 1+2, the new Season 2 stuff. Sidestep 1+2. Chikurin, nice duck and full crouch down forward 1 against the electric. Feisty rabbit mid, down 1-2, back turn 1-2, wall splat.
Mix up.
QCF3, you better get up. Feisty rabbit doesn't go into anything, canceling into back turn stance. Sidewalk to the rear.
Oh, Chikurin, that's guaranteed now.
Textbook Lily versus Reina.
4 hits the second part.
If it's not back 2, you can't track her. And back 2 is too slow of a button to use every single time.
This particular matchup.
Yagami choosing to stand block and not challenge the stances, such as Feisty Rabbit or go for the low block, is allowing Chikurin to get a free mix-up timing. He does the jump back, he sees that you're standing still, he just plays the low right after.
I gotta say, I feel like even though a lot of people might call out, like,
Countering that as Reina, pretty
players there,
difficult.
Probably a hard one to win. It's one of those things where you have to be the best player that weekend or that day, right? But for TWT, you have
Reina, this linear, it's a bit of both. When Reina's not doing back 2, she is like pretty linear, and Lily makes it even worse.
Don't end up winning TWT just because everybody is learning how to
The back 2's coming out now.
For somebody to be able to win
DF4-4 frame trap after the down 4-3. 1-1, the second hit counter hit, but Reina's backdash is nice against Lily's back turn stance. I will say that, right? If you aren't doing a move into back turn that keeps you right point blank, she can backdash out of danger. Forward 4-2, Sentai connects. Down 2, 1+2, Lily can't step that. Not after the heat engage. Full screen cheat engine slide. But Yagami was probably surprised that it whiffed. 1-1, and he ducks and does while standing 4-4 really quickly. Yagami sharpening up. Sidestep left duck. Power crush through the DF3. Slide again. They sped up that slide. It's still a counter hit launcher. Down 3. Low parry after the down 3. Chikurin is looking really good.
has the wall.
Safe wall combo to guarantee a mix-up after. Heat smash off of the Root of Evil. 1-1-3 counter hit. A benefit to playing up close.
Here we go. Chikurin continue with the lead.
There's no real answer to stopping Lily from moving like this. Well, homing moves.
Over to pad. He's using the Hori Octa.
But the downside of most homing moves is they're slow, and it allows Lily to use her faster moves like 1-1-3. No real answer is a crazy thing to say.
Try not to keep the family awake all night.
Nice duck, but a bit too slow on the full crouch down forward 4. Yagami, nice get up kick float. Being ready for any opportunity.
Step on her.
Down to 1+2 into stance, evading the jab with the standing 3, but the side wall splat saved Chikurin's life. He did the generic throw probably to beat a sidestep heat burst. That's why he did it a second time. Now Chikurin is in a situation forward 4. Great use of generic throws.
Especially if you know that a power crush or a heat burst might come into play. Throw it out there. Sometimes you'll get
1-1-2. Sidestep there in that situation. To the left. Can't do that. DF4-4. Oh, he caught the sidestep but didn't commit to the second hit of the string. Not really hit confirmable.
That's right.
Back 1. Oh my goodness. Deep slide. Generic 1 throw. No break. Down 3. Both players sidestep out of that hit situation. Back turn 1+2. That situation is messed up because QCF 1-2 is a counter hit launcher. It's -14 if you block it, but she can cancel into stance. It's a very like one of us is gonna die type of move. Counter hit slide. 1-1. Hop kick, but it's a back turn combo. T8 ass move. Well, it was in Tekken 7 Max, so nice try. It's just Lily having... It's one of the Lily moves. Where a Lily player wants to swag on you, so she does something that she could die for, but both of you have to probably die for it. Chikurin rarely works off of those moves. He just did it again. Alright, what am I saying? Back 1. Yagami slowing it down, but gets counter hit. Natural combo as well. Blocks the kip up. Electric! The exact electric he needed. He held it back. He made it look like he wasn't going to use it. Clutch electric.
Yagami living to fight another day. We're going to go to a final game between these two where it's whoever takes it is going to take it.
Wowee. Is the Neef into low from Lily a good move? It feels like a knowledge check. I didn't expect Yagami to get hit. Maybe mental stack. In Tekken 8, down forward 4-4 is a natural combo. And it's counter hit confirmable. So Chikurin is doing it when he gets Reina's back. Because you do 1-2 and then DF4-4 and it's natural. Yeah, Reina having all those tools makes you forget she has an electric. Let's not forget that Reina is a war crime Mishima, okay? Let's not forget that Reina was made in a lab to cover all the weaknesses Mishima players had before. Alright, Reina is one of the coolest design characters ever, but is also a war criminal.
Yeah, shoutouts to Rangchu. He's a father as well. I gotta wish him happy Father's Day.
Like, think about every weakness. I'll go on a rant about this after this match, okay? But while I'm here, think about every weakness and Mishima complaint you've ever heard from previous Tekken. Think about it. Yagami's comboing. Chikurin to the wall, but the combo drops. The Season 2 hitboxes are all smaller, and certain characters really feel that. Yoshimitsu, we saw a lot of combo drops, and Reina too. Ooh!
He should be able to push towards the wall here.
To the exploding wall, does he save it?
Is he gonna go for the string?
Nope. Yeah, he does save it. Oh my goodness, because that could have launched, but she backflips out of there. Power crush faster than the new slide. Forward 4-2, send 2, plus frames. You can't step there, Chikurin. I know. It's tempting to try to just evade responsibility as the daughter of an oil... What? Mogul? What's the noun I'm looking for? Anyways, too many plus frames to step there. 3+4. Oh, he didn't confirm off the 4-4-3. Not Mogul. Baron? Oil Baron. Tycoon. Wow, 3+4 kills.
Let's see what he does.
Another round start low.
Magnate? Is that what they use in the game?
Put the brakes on here.
Okay. Slide. 1-1. 1-1 himself. Okay, nice. 12 frame mid. Really fast. Full crouch low out of the sidestep left duck. Or full crouch mid. That's not a low. Okay, blocking, letting Yagami use the heat state, but don't forget Reina has the meter low. Okay, spends on a down forward 1-2.
Just in case they tried to step
Chilling out, backflipping out of trouble. But a lot of damage, and he tries stepping again improperly. Improper sidestep. It's so tempting as a Lily player to just tap up or down instead of blocking. But Yagami is making him pay for that. Nice interrupt.
Probably secure him an EWC spot.
Oh, hop kick over the low. Yagami woke up.
I heard Brownman yell. I heard Brownman yell.
He said yes.
Down forward 1, down forward 1-2.
He dashed.
Down jab, power crush again. Yagami's power crush placement. Big launch. High wall splat standing for. Good choice by Chikurin. He's still focused. He's still locked in. Feisty rabbit into nothing. So Yagami mashes. You have to run the mix at some point. If you keep not doing it, I'm going to challenge you. Out of trouble again. Underneath the jab. 1-1-2. Last mix. 1-1-3. Counter hit confirmed. Down 3. Counter hits. Heat smash. It's new. It's mid. It's down 1-2.
Look at the patience.
Oh my goodness, it whiffed. One more mix. The throw. Yagami.
And Yagami.
He popped off. Super happy, of course.
Very, very clutch. That hop kick was unreal. Good stuff. Now, what was I saying? Think about every weakness that a Mishima has had in the past, okay? No mid poke, unless you're Heihachi, right? No mid poke. Approaching is difficult outside of approaching with electric, so opponents can duck and make you have to play. Think of Kazuya, right? Think of Kazuya. How do you approach somebody before Tekken 8 who's ducking? You have to wave dash in and play around the timing because forward 3 is slow enough that you can stand up fuzzily, right? Or run a hell sweep mix-up. Think about Kazuya not having a mid poke outside of down forward 4, which doesn't provide much advantage and is pretty bad on block. Reina has Heihachi's down forward 1 and forward 2. Okay, think about how when you tap forward to wave dash, you are exposing yourself to being kept out by jabs, right? Or when you're doing an electric at a bad time. What does Reina have? A tap forward punch parry. Think about Mishima's not having 15 frame launchers, right? Hayes with the assist. No 15 frame launcher. Reina has a down forward 2 that launches and a hop kick. Which Mishima has ever had a low crush fast launcher that isn't a delayed hop kick? Think about how you run the hell sweep as Kazuya. Now you have to play the wake up game. You have to do steel pedal. If you're wrong, they just stand up and block. You run the hell sweep again, they block. You know, you got to deal with trouble. What does Reina give you? A free stance mix up on successful hell sweep with options that cover everything else. Unbreakable throws for wall pressure. Right? Reina has a full throw game. Well, I don't think she has a 1 throw. She has a partial throw game. She has the 2 throw, right? In heat, she has a floor-breaking meter low that she can do twice. Reina is a Mishima war criminal built, precision-engineered to solve every problem any Mishima noob, respectfully, has ever had in the past. And that's okay. She's a fire character, and her voice actor is really cool. But it's worth pointing out. Running low from Farzin. Instant counter hit while standing 3 from Brian. It is not okay, man. Listen, this is going on the main channel. We support the noobs. Super armor, Snake Eyes forward 1+2. Tries the while standing 3 trap off the down back 3. Farzin staying patient, running the stance offense. Jet upper gets power crushed. Forward 2-2 ending the round.
Only one person out of winner's bracket has not qualified for EWC. It was Jeondding, which means
Okay, QCF 1+2. QCB 1 frame trap after. Neo Incinerator not risking any back 4 or taunt jet upper. Farzin capitalizes with a random raw while standing 1. Strong call out on the approach timing. Bon appetit. 1-2 low wall splat gives up the combo to continue the pressure. Sometimes that's something you got to do in Tekken. You got to acknowledge that you might not get the right combo, keep the situation stable, keep your advantage, rather than trying to extend it, getting blown up for messing up. Strong arrow tailspin. I wonder if we're going to get to the other wall. We did. Ooh, combo drop though. Crucial opportunity for Lowhigh. Heat dash. The French flash. Step on the feet. QCF 1+2 catching the raw duck. QCF 1+2 again. Lowhigh playing all these immediate timings, forcing Farzin to block. Wow!
that instant.
Oh, they traded the French flash again. EI down 1, running low. EI down 1,
Another low psych.
running low. EI down 1, tracking the sidestep left, which traditionally you use to counter that stance. So of course, in season 2, they had to cover that weakness. Very strong, very, very strong first game from Farzin.
That was crazy.
Recognizing that Lowhigh would like to use movement defensively
See if you can bring it
and
back.
choosing the new options that cover that. You usually sidestep left around Victor's 1-1 out of EI, where he pulls the sword off his hip. Goes like that. It's got the 2 hits, it's got the cancels, stuff like that. It's a safe option historically.
I don't think there's any
But now, the heat dash, the hashtag heat dash launching, hashtag save, hashtag ground hitting, hashtag side roll hitting, hashtag sidestep left tracking mid is something you have to guess between as well. In addition to the hashtag running low, that's the same speed as the running mid.
Qualified already, losers bracket.
Very difficult character to fight against. Now, Victor down players will tell you that he is risking his life in a lot of these situations. And that's true. That's true. And it's a reason I think that he's not overpowered, he's toxic, right? It's fair to say that Victor is risking his life, so his power level is not egregious, right? It's not unfair risk reward. But it's not a fun dynamic to interact with, where the only satisfaction you can get is being correct on the coin flip.
He didn't press into the back two this time.
Down 4. 1-1-2. Small punish. Okay, down back 4 from a distance would catch any kind of dash jab or slow button. Running low. It's time to run the casino. QCB 1-1-2. Full crouch mid. Tries to play it safe and snipes the QCF 1+2 with the power crush. Okay, counter hit 1-2-1. Side wall splat, so instead he plays the running mid, complements the running low. Counter hit, French flash. There's the sidewalk left, but that was a good play from Farzin. He read the sidewalk left, canceled, and ran the stance again. A perfect.
That's 5 rounds straight.
What you say about his mama, Lowhigh? He looks pretty good right now.
Down 4, full crouch low instead of taking the punish. There's the full sweep. Tries the flash again.
But look at this, he is challenging at every part. You see the jabs, you'll see
Running 2.
the power crushes,
Canceling the stance, using the stance ducks to go under any jab retaliation. Up forward 2 raw. Okay, mid call out. Tried to flash. He gets heat bursted while standing 4. Sidestep jet upper. Great defensive movement. Spending the heat dash to realign the combo, recognizing that with this wall situation, he can likely kill after this taunt. No, he does a straight back 1.
Lowhigh getting around here after 5 rounds straight, finally getting on the scoreboard, but again, he needs to get
3+4. QCB 1, back 1. Nice counter hit jab placement, full crouch low, sidestep left, gets around the mid, but instead he cannot take his frames because of the 10 frame flash. He has to respect that. Huge high out of EI. -2 mid, it's +5 with the heat dash, double low. And Farzin blowing through Lowhigh's defense. Good stuff to qualify for top 8. I would like to address a chatter who said, to interact with means you should do something about it. All his good moves are locked into stance. This is true. It's true that his good moves are locked into stance. Aside from, you know, the safe 15 frame counter hit mid launcher, the 10 frame safe counter hit guaranteed heat or heat dash, the unparryable knife moves, the you know, the down back 4 that counter hit launches, you know, the back 1+2, the fast high power crush. But aside from that, a lot of the moves are limited to stance. The problem is he has gotten really good moves that go into stance. Running low, complementing the running mid, that wall splats and counter hit launches is a choice. Is a choice. I think Victor, for how corny he is designed, was more interesting when he only had the mid, because Victor back then was kind of a timing character where you only get to do the running move you only get to do the running move if you understand that your opponent is blocking and not stepping at a certain time. I agree, go into stance, but those moves you mentioned are highly punishable. Yeah, so and like I was saying earlier, Victor, the problem people have with Victor's design that do criticize it are not talking about power level. The punishability of the moves is used in the design sense for Victor as justification for the coverage and the raw guessing it enforces. Victor is kind of the embodiment of that casino-style gameplay that Tekken 8 has received a lot of criticism for, where they justify him having a straight-up guess, coin toss, RPS, because it's punishable. Whereas historically, Tekken often gives you consistent ways to play around options and complementary ways to counter that, usually built on timing. So Victor, before he had the EI down 1 that covered all the weaknesses of the stance, he could play timing mix-up games, right? If you're always sidewalking left, he could do the low, right? Obviously launch punishable, but tracking. Or he could realign and play different timings, and then you have people kind of playing some mind games there. But now it's kind of a rock, paper, scissors between the big mid, the mid cancels, the big low. So again, it's not a power level statement, it's a design statement, where the only fun comes from who flips the coin properly. He could be the best character in the game, he could be the worst character in the game. I would be saying the same criticism. Tibetano is playing Asuka against Mo-Il's Jack. Forward 4 1+2 whiff punish was attempted, or block punish was attempted on the back 3, but he was a bit late. Pretty precise block punish. Tibetano getting a small punish on the next hug. That's really hard to launch. I don't know what it is. Maybe the way Jack represents all his threats. But forward 4 1+2 is rarely launch punished. Heat burst from a distance. Now, heat smash. Lots of chip. But now that he's already in rage, it doesn't do much. Run up low parry, beating the down jab. The wall combo leaves a pixel. The magic pixel, 200 health. Down 4.
Tibetano able to take that here. Maybe Tibetano, I feel like, might be very comfortable against Jack.
Yeah, I don't think this is a bad pick, but I'm actually
Nice whiff punish by Mo-Il.
Here we go.
Let's get this carry.
Has the wall here.
Oh, the combo dropped. Can, but he did not mash. Creating space with the gamma charge jump back. Intercepting the low. Make some noise. Make some noise. Punish. Ooh.
Charging it up.
Flex. Flex. Oh, whiff punish with forward 1+2. Not seeing as many timeouts as combo breaker. I wonder why that is the case. It's partially the characters and the players. The characters we're seeing in this top 24 are really able to run their game against your consent. Nice big red bubble. Make some noise. Jump back. 5 seconds. He said there were no timeouts. He rage darted to catch the... He tried to punish the backflip. Went all in on that. You would have to respect that attempt of play. The rage art just did not have that much range. That was actually a really good play. It just didn't reach. Good attempt, I should say. It wasn't a good play because it didn't work, but down by 1. 2-hit string. He tried to mount her, but she was in the air.
Oh, okay. Mo-Il staying alive here. 2 rounds to 1 now. Let's see what he got. Inner strength here, not gonna happen.
Jackhammer. Having a stance does not make your character a mix-up character. That's actually true. That's not wrong. There are characters with stances that aren't stance mix-up characters. In Tekken 8, that's less of the case, though. Full crouch down back 1. Lost 94. He tried to mount the gorilla. Mount? You ain't beating the allegations? What else do you want me to call it, bro? Lay on top of her gently? What? He attempted to lie down on top of her? What do you want me to say? That's what the move is. You guys mad at me? I didn't design the move.
He has the life lead. Oh, nice, he gets the throw at the right time. That was guaranteed.
How about throw? It's not a throw.
That means it's a guaranteed throw.
I mean, it's a throw in terms of technicality in the game.
It's the counter hit, and it's also the guaranteed sequence part of
but he moves so slowly, and he sits on top of them and then drills him with his drill arms. You guys are upset at me for simply describing what's happening on the screen.
This is looking a lot like the previous
Heat smash. Full charge for big chip.
Just edging it out.
I need him to land the throw. You guys are just complaining to complain. Make some noises, sidestep cleanly.
Yo, this is big. He has to be careful how he reacts here. But he
Wow, it didn't work. Jack's head is too small.
Oh, he gets the follow-up. He didn't do the heat dash.
Stomp, plus frames, gamma throw, no dice. Heat smash, whiff punch. Okay, Mo'il's... Remember how I said in his first match, Mo'il was not really whiff punishing? Somebody must have pulled up the stream and said, hey, you hear what VDX said about you? Because he tried to whiff punish everything. He saw the raw backflip and tried to whiff punish with a rage art. He says mountain drill because it's provocative and there's a higher chance at a clip. You know what's also provocative? Being an orange name and thinking you're smart. See you in 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a bit excessive for that. I'll give him 60 minutes. Sidestep on the 2 jab, but the down 4-2 is a little late. The 2 throw missed there? Did she sidestep? Can, but she was airborne.
He's got a strong start so far.
Far away. Down 4-2. That was a Street Fighter whiff punish. He whiff punished the outstretched hand of the punch, not the actual body. That was really cool. That was an awesome whiff punish because that would have whiffed if Jack didn't press. Sidestep heat smash.
So annoying.
Running 1+2. The Jack backflip, the Joe crush. 3+4. 1-2-4. Okay, down back 1 is a punish. Well framed. Down back 1 again. Can. Tibetano's getting active. The Jack flip. Okay, that's pretty good. Scoreboard wrong, or did I hallucinate Asuka winning that game? Yeah, bro. Mo'il was cooking last game. Okay. Sidewall! Oh, but not the extension he needed. Wall splat, prepare. Wall splat. Full crouch. Shoulder. He's still got a lot of heat, and he's still got a big G, but you got to break the throws. If you want to live, heat smash! To the face! Spring kick!
Here we go. 1 round apiece.
He absolutely knew a spring kick was coming.
The amount of spring kicks happening in Orlando, Florida. I'm telling you. American influence. We control the hearts and minds. Whiff punish with forward 1+2. My fault, Mo'il. I made him so upset, apparently, that he couldn't whiff punish. Now he's whiff punishing everything. Just frame block. No, she misses. That throw, if you tap block on the perfect frame, maybe 2 frames, you can block it. Like the punch part, even if you don't break the throw. One jab gets evaded by the heat burst backswing. Forward 2 counter hit. Wow, all that heat is immediately gone. Tibetano with possibly the worst heat state situation in this entire top 24 has to Tekken 6 his way back into the game. Wow, it went under. Asuka is so cheap. It went under the armor high just by doing the move. Uh-oh. Down back 1. Rage art sending it all. He said, all right, one of us is dying. Mo'il did not bite. Running high. Running out of options. Counter hit 4 off of the charge chip. Hang on. Sidestep forward 2. Awkward wall, but the strong aerial tailspin rescues the combo. Asuka Kazama, the new hero of the story. Forward 1+2. Small punish. Forward 2 counter hit. Oh. Run up down forward 2. The wall is here. What has he got? Stomp. 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 Back 2. Rage art. Does she live? Not enough HP. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Mo'il never looks happy, huh? Pink names. EWC qualification. Ah, that's why. And top 8. Good stuff. Whoa, why am I catching strays? Said by Poops McGoots. Alright, man. Not gonna lie, with how many Evos we have now, it feels less impactful. No, that's a legitimate discussion. That's a legitimate discussion. Diluting the prestige of Evo by adding multiple events is a legitimate concern. It's a complex discussion. I don't have a strong opinion on it. Oh, VS, when do you ever have a strong opinion? When League players talk to me. Anyways, it's a difficult discussion because on one hand, it gives more accessibility to competitors who can't travel to the US, to Vegas, to European players who can't travel outside of going to France. So like Singapore, France. But yeah, Evo Vegas was kind of the event. Is it still going to be the event? We don't know. The rest of this top 24 is... This is the final match. This is the final match. And it's a Korea Nation team kills. Edge versus CBM. It is so time to lock in, you guys. If your joke isn't better than the pinned message, you're getting timed out. You've been warned. Counter hit 1 jab. Nice duck on the down back 4 and punish by CBM. Down back 3. Down 4. 2-1. Okay, left flamingo forward 3. Baby sidestep to get away from the flamingo jab. Nice block on the down 4. Edge blocking the lows early. Wow, while standing 3. Guaranteed follow-up 2-3.
He's got a lot of linear pressure.
Jin getting into heat. Oh yeah, there was a chatter earlier who said this match was a love triangle, or like this matchup is a love triangle. He said, isn't Tekken all about the love triangle between Jin, Hwoarang, and Kazuya? He thought Kazuya was Jin's brother, which didn't really make the statement any better. But yeah, that's what happened yesterday. Back 2 getting through the parry. Nothing. Edge forcing nothing. So CBM goes for Hell Sweep. Rolling out of the way to dive kick. He's playing the timer and he finds a jab.
Sometimes the jab is whoever masters the jab can master the world.
Down forward 1. Down forward 2 whiffs and a nice whiff punish. Down back 4. Stance change. Interrupting with 2-1.
He does have to be careful because CBM is really good at going for those hop kicks when he needs to.
Okay, stance change again. Bro, the first time I've ever seen him miss a skyrocket. Wow, baited the can by whipping the heat burst from far away. He probably didn't bait it. He probably thought he was going to die. But CBM just pixels away from a proper can. That's rough. Edge running with the advantage. Backlash to beat the heat burst, making the useless, in air quotes, move useful. Most high-level players will simply duck it. But taking advantage of predicting the heat burst timing to use that, especially when sidestep heat burst is a thing. Backlash will cover that. Down 3, no 4. Power crush, no punish. Edge looking on point. CBM crack showing in the gameplay. Heat smash, blows through the heat burst. Edge cleaning him out with a clean 3-0.
Yo, that was very dominant.
The way Edge is using literally blocking against Jin and not forcing a lot is kind of a big deal.
He looks like he wants to win.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like he's also one of those players, like when he wins, he smiles. He's super
1-2,
happy,
okay.
super emotional, but he
He missed the just frame skyrocket again? Feedy execution?
That was a fast one.
2-1, okay. EF4.
Check here. I like, again, the use of lows here from Edge.
There it is. He had to prove that he could do it, I feel. Okay. Left flamingo down 4.
Kite, follow up here. What's he gonna do? Hop in.
Oh, heat burst for heat burst. 2 jab attempted. Jin goes underneath and heat dashes. Very long combo. The heat dash gives you 2 extra combo hits compared to normal. Kick that dude. My heart belongs to Kazuya. I can't believe that dude said that. It might be the grossest misunderstanding of Tekken lore I have ever heard. Like, ever.
Don't miss that just frame again, Ed. He'll kill you.
Like, dude saw Kazuya in Smash or something and saw that they had the same haircut. That had to be the only way. I can't even begin. Demashed into the 3rd hit of the flappy kicks? These guys are on layers for sure.
Here we go, pushing forward.
Down 4.
Damn, Demon Paw. Look at
Edge.
him, he is in such control
Not
here.
forcing a lot of offense, just finding little pokes, finding the power crush. DF4 counter hit trade. Thank goodness too, because that electric full launched. Well, tornado launched. But. Down 4 into scraper. He need the parry attempt.
balancing, his spacing. It's
Like, used his knee, not he needs it or anything.
Draped over his shoulders. Only
Oh,
a
blocked,
true
but he respected the second hit high.
Ooh, catches him again.
Dash electric. Power crush.
Because of the armor to move.
Down back 4.
Get off.
Nice throw attempt. He sees the power crushes. He sees potential heat burst. That's probably what the throw is looking for. Double sidestep. Clean. So clean. CBM dash, sidestep. Recognizes him. Keep out moving by coming. Sidesteps again. Kills him. That was so good. That was so good.
Now CBM finally fighting back.
Down 4. Okay.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh, nice block and punish. The new low. It's time. Edge about to show some season 2. Playing from a distance once again.
He sent a lot of
CBM. Slowing down in return. I cannot believe he blocked that low. I cannot believe he blocked that low. Raw Plasma Blade. What are we doing? But no launch punish. He got away with murder again. Heat dash. 4-3. Using the +5 with a... Or checking the +5 situation. But unfortunately, CBM gets a sidestep duck while standing 2. This could be the end of the round. Heat smash. Ducking the hell sweep. Whiff. Only down 3. Oh, interrupt. DF4. Trade. Mid.
got a free mix from it.
The new low. Uh-oh. Oh, up forward 2. Yeah, Knee didn't attend. I don't think Knee needs the points, and he probably is saving his energy. A lot of the single hit lows, it feels like they're playing a lot of layers, right? Just down 3.
Other's characters very well. They know the openings you saw already from CBM.
Dash DF1. The crazy thing is Edge was ducking on that timing too, but it was out of range. Down forward 2.
Yes, right. Edge also knows how to sidestep. And with that down forward
Edge knows how to sidestep, is putting it lightly. This dude is actually really, really good at Tekken. It's like unreal how, like, if you think of like classical Tekken skill, Edge comes to mind, and it's usually not in a character like Hwoarang that you see that, right?
Changing the pressure around here, running
Fuzzy duck, stand block, resisting all of the big nukes Jin has because he knows the lows don't hurt too bad. Finds the heat burst. Oh, but the new counter hit too. Oh, he got counter hit. V defense. Getting counter hit by the last hits of strings. Oh, shit. Strong aerial tailspin into Rage Art? No, just Rage Art right away.
Look at all this great life that Hwoarang is about to lose.
It was looking so good, and then he got counter hit by 2 string extensions in a row.
And he also has 16 seconds left, so he can definitely make a comeback.
Joshua with the tag combo, yeah. Oh! This is feed defense. 1 down 3? Or 1-3 in this game. Oh my god. Edge, keep it together. Oh, he got floated out of an orbital. Oh! He orbitaled and got kicked into the ground. Hold on. He was so locked in, and then he got kicked a few times, and now he's concussed, wall splatted, exploded, on fire. Oh my goodness. Nice block. Sidewalk. Oh, they keep it pushing. It's never over. The heat burst missed. Heat smash. Just needed to heal, needed to track. It's time to run some offense. The down jab gets him out of trouble. Rage Art? No, CBM is a blocker. CBM is a sidestep blocker. Edge with a few moments and a sidestep left against an electric. Another moment. You don't get many chances against Jin Kazama if you're wrong, man. DF2, hold on. He's still in there.
Don't expect that from the Taekwondo guy.
Yep, again, these guys fighting for top 8.
Running tackle, plus frames DF4 to track the sidestep. Down 3+4, the new stuff punch parry, but it's too slow. Flamingo jabs recover way too quickly. Electric blowing through the power crush. 3-1, spin, back 2-1. Oh boy. Get up kick, anti-airs, the dive kick. What an option. Heat dash, save it. Blocking. Heat dash again. Homing. Safe coverage. Does not want to get robbed. Now the heat state's gone. Now we can play the game a little more. But he's just backdashing and ducking. Power crush through the string. It traded. No, the 1 down 3 again. Oh, why would you try? 2% CBM finished. The 1-3-4. It is a mid-off today. Oh my goodness. FDX combo, you do not know ball. Keep your thoughts to yourself, green name. That was not a FDX combo at all. Back 4. Back 3 with punish. Hiya!
How do we tell him he fucked up?
Oh my god. Oh my god. CBM has talked about how he feels like he's losing to himself. Did this happen because he went for the string extension? Oh my bad. Don't feel bad, bro. It's alright. This is sick. I'm throwing up. Help. Well, damn.
He has to think about what this means.
Rage Art is gone. Heat on the table. He probably heat smashes to heal as much as possible. Power Crush. No, he didn't finish the second hit. Scraper. Down forward 1. Oh, he lost. Well, no. It's tied. Final round. Final round. Final round.
That's crazy.
Power Crush again. DF2 this time. CBM slowing it down. So Edge running the lows. Tries to down forward 2 again. CBM is now slowing it down even more. Edge probably picks up on this backdash heat burst. Low. He while standing 2 counter hit. Not the flamingo jab, but the move after. He goes, oh, missed the heat burst. He wants the counter hit. He goes for the homing move. He goes for the homing move again. CBM wants to get a demon paw. He wants to get a 3-1. The demon paw. He connected it. You gave it to him. I need my desk so hard. You can't see it in my face, but I'm in so much pain. But not as much pain as Edge, who might go out right here. What? Stop trying that. What are we doing?
CBM, no freaking way.
1, 2. Oh, the no throw break. Dive kick for plus frames. 1, 2. Sides of DF4.
Unbelievable.
Man, you gotta feel
Sloppy.
because I don't know what that means.
Messy.
I don't know what that means for him. Obviously, he's not.
Tekken.
But I don't know what it means for
That's what offline tournaments are. It's never clean. It's humid. It's jet lagged. The PS5 is releasing microplastics into their lungs. And through all of that, they find a way to play the game. Offline is fire. Green name, you keep saying my voice is delayed. You might need to refresh the browser. Top 24 has concluded. If you've been watching this on the YouTube channel, thank you so much for tuning in. If you've been watching it live, thank you extra. This has been, these tournaments are always really challenging to run the live streams for, but I do appreciate that I get to do this and that you guys enjoy it. Top 8 will be happening in 1 hour from now? At 4 p.m. EST, 2 hours from now. Okay. So 2 hours from now, we will have the top 8. I'm going to take a bit of a break. I think I'll keep the stream running because I want to play some games. Probably some Street Fighter. But we will be here for quite some time. Once again, thank you for the support. Like and subscribe for more. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.
Where you going, buddy?